A couple weeks ago, someone commented on one of my videos asking about the what gear that I use when I do outdoor shoot. You know what? The last time that I did a video about gear, about what I pack in my cameras around 7 or 8 years ago. So yeah, it's about time to make an update. And to be honest with you, quite a bit of things change in these 7 or 8 years because I switched from one light setup to two light setup, and then I still doing one light setup, and then now I also shoot with a video light on outdoor shoot. So actually, I have a pretty much like at least 3 main different type of setups, and I pack them differently. So today I'm gonna show you how what I use for all 3 setups and what camera bag that I use for each setup. Okay, let's get started. So this is my first setup. This is the biggest lighting setup that I will use for outdoor shoot. This is a 2 light setup. Basically, what's in this camera bag is a 2 lights, 1 camera, 2 lenses, 2 speed rings, and 2 soft boxes. And the light stand gotta be packed differently. Light stand, I never be able to pack the light stand inside of the camera bag. So the light stand I use is right here. This particular light stand, I use it for almost all my outdoor shoot, and it's a little bit different than the traditional light stand because it collapses differently. It's like a reverse one. And the key thing about this light stand is it allows you to adjust the each light differently. So if you happen to shoot on uneven ground, which is very normal when you're shooting like in the park or in the city, you have to put your light stand on the stairs or on the slope by the beach. This is very handy because this allows you to adjust each leg individually. And yeah, this is definitely a light stand that I would recommend. The other things, like at the super windy situation, you can really extend the leg to make this light stand super stable. And then I think the footprint is gonna be like, I think probably around 1 and 1.5 meters diameter of the footprint. So this will make the light stand super stable. On top of that, I use a small lighting setup, which I'll show you later on. So this will make my setup like super good for solo shooting. Okay, now let's take a look at what's inside of the camera bag. So first I'm gonna open here. I'm gonna show you about the soft box that I use. So this is 2 speed rings, just 1 speed ring. I use a Profoto OCF for this setup. And I love the OCF light modifier because they're very easy to set up. And all the light soft box I use are collapsible. So this is the 24 inches Silver Beauty dish. This is a collapsible, and this is one soft box. This is the second one. This is a 1.3 by 1.3, basically like a small square saw box. And that's the second light. This is for 2 light setup. One light gonna be on the top of the light stand. The other light gonna be attached to same light stand at the bottom, which will be attached to the light stand by using this. So this is basically a super clamp with this L bracket, which is from Kupo. For this gear, later on I'll leave a link on the description. So if you guys interested, you want to see what it looks like, so you can check it out. And so what this allows me to do is this allows me to just climb this thing at the bottom of the light stand, and then I can attach the second light to the light stand. So I have 1 light stand, I have 2 lights there. It's kind of look like when people see that, oh, that's a butterfly lighting setup. I would say it's not quite butterfly light setting, which I'll explain later on. Okay, so these are the saw box and the speed rings. Let me just put them aside. Now let's take a look at what's in the camera bag. So for 2 light setup, I normally have to go with the backpack. The other setup you will see is not backpack, which I'll show you later. The reason I use backpack is like, well, it has a decent capacity to pack enough stuff in there. But the other thing is like when you're packing with 2 light, usually the gear you carry is going to be heavier. Shoulder bag will be too harsh on your shoulder. You have to walk very long. Backpack would just make it like, the whole photo shoot a lot more comfortable. Okay, so now let's take a look here. So inside of the camera bag, I know you can see it. So this is a camera. This is a Leica SL2S with Zeiss Distagon 35 f1.4. This is a manual focusing, so the lens is quite small. And this one camera with the lens. Let me put this here. And this is the second lens. I put this lens in this lens pouch that allow me just to tie everything together inside the camera. They can just bump into each other. I won't have to worry about anything get damaged. So in this lens pouch, this is the Zeiss Sonnar 50 f1.5. This is a silver finish. I like it is because it's more durable. It's not like the black one. We use it for a little bit, and you can see the pink will start falling off a little bit. This one will be a lot more durable, and I believe this is made of brass. This will make it, it can last a very long time. But the problem with this, like when I do street photography, just like making me more obvious. So actually, I kind of regret to get the silver one. I should just totally go with the black one. Black one is just like, I think it's easier to blend in. I found I got busted more often when I use the silver lens. Okay, so this is a 50 f1.4, and I forgot to mention one thing. For the lens, I do come with ND filter. The reason I use ND filter is because it will make my flash shoot more effectively. I never use high-speed sync. I have a video, which I'll leave in the description, to explain why ND filter is better. That video is about like a long time ago, probably 5-6 years ago, but still, the theory still apply to now. It's just like when you use ND filter, you can get away with much smaller flashlight. So this is 6-stop ND, which is kind of overkill. Usually 4-stop will be okay. This will be, because this is 1.4, like just in case I have to use 1.4 on a very bright sunny day. If that's the case, I have to, you probably have to push it to 6-stop. But any like a slightly lower lighting condition, this will be too dark for you. The camera I choose is SLS, is only 24 megapixel. The reason I choose that is first, it makes the file set smaller. It's very easy for me to store them, and won't cost me too much. That's one thing. The second thing is I have a much better low light performance. I like to shoot in low light more and more often. Like that's probably one of the biggest difference from now compared with 6-7 years ago. All right, so this is about the camera and lens. Okay, now let's take a look at the lights. So the lights are I'm gonna push this camera back. Two Profoto B10. So they are 250 watt each. I almost never shoot at full power because the ND filter. And usually I shoot around like a 7-stop to sometimes I push the limit to 9-stop. If I'm shooting 9-stop, when I mean 9-stop is a 9 out of 10. It's basically, 1 stop lower than the maximum power. That's 125 watt second. That's pretty much the maximum I'm gonna use, and mostly I'm shooting like a 2 to 3 stop below the maximum power. So like 62.5 watt second, and that's like the normal range. So I think with the help with ND filter, you can totally get away with a flash and get decent look, even competing with the sun using a flash less than 100 watt second. Yeah, so nothing quite fancy about these two, and then just like a 250 watt flash, and then plus the trigger. So everything fits in this one camera bag. The person who commented on my video also asked about, okay, so how did you incorporate shooting behind scene videos when you're doing the photo shoot, how you do that? And like, because he wants to do the same. And then let me show you what I use. So basically it's quite simple. It's just like a one GoPro. So I can just mount it on some of the like a light stand. The light stand I use, I bought it is a Ulanzi, but actually I think many other different manufacturers, they make the same type of light stand. Like mostly these are for people travel, doing like a selfie, and they do that. But the cool thing about this, like this light stand can go quite tall. I think it's 1.7 meter high, and it's very lightweight. It's quite small. I can just easily attach to the side of my camera. I just put in this pocket, and then there's a strap right here and strap it, and then I can just attach my camera back, and then I have my behind the scenes setup. And then this light stand is super easy to like open up and tear down, and then this is the base of light stand, and that's it. And then to adjust the height, you just pull it and then bring it down, and then you can adjust the angle up and down. So it's super handy. Like I can shoot at very low angle pointing up. I can move this around because the GoPro has pretty good like in-camera stabilization, and I almost feel like almost like a gimbal shot, like something like that. Or I can pull this light stand super tall and go up to, you can go very tall and then pointing down, get some like a bird eye shot. And yeah, so this is how I use for the behind the scene video. Okay, so this is a 2-light setup, and then now we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the 1-light setup. It will be different light, different camera bag. All right, so let's take a look at my second setup, which is just a 1-light setup. This is I have two different types of 1-light setup. This is the first one. This is the one just use one small silver beauty dish. The beauty dish is 12 inches silver one. Actually, ideally, if I can find a collapsible one, I can even put this thing in the camera bag. But currently, I just have to hold it in my hand because this beauty dish won't be able to fit in this bag. The light is a Godox AD200 Pro 2. I got this probably around a year ago. I quite like it because this light is super compact. It does everything the Profoto can do, and it comes with a really nice trigger. I think this trigger is even better than Profoto. It's quite small, and it has a touch screen, everything. The control is slightly funky compared with the Profoto. It's not that straightforward. Sometimes like you probably have to, touch it a little bit harder, and then there's a turning knob on the side. It's not as, I hope it can be slightly bigger, it's easy to use. But other than that, this trigger is awesome. I took this light setup to Havana with me, and I absolutely love it. I actually even use a very small light stand, the same light stand I use for the one I just showed you with the GoPro. As long as it's not super windy, it's actually totally okay. That light stand can hold this setup easily because it's so lightweight. In terms of lens, yeah, 35 to 50 mil is usually my go-to one. Sometimes I pack 28 mil lens, which is super small, and later on I can show you. But yeah, that's pretty much my 1-light setup. And this whole thing can easily fit in my camera bag, other than of course the beauty dish. Let me just quickly show you what it's gonna look like. This thing can easily fit in my camera bag. This time I chose the shoulder bag is because the shoulder bag allows me to, quickly take the gear in and out, and then when you carry it on the back side of your shoulder, it's just much easier to operate it. And then because the setup is much lighter compared with the 1-light setup, a 2-light setup, excuse me. So I can just carry on one shoulder and then walk for a long distance without feeling too tired. And this thing I just have to hold in my hand. Again, like I wish. I think I probably will be able to find a collapsible one somewhere in the future. It's just like I like the silver interior. It's much more effective when bouncing the light, everything. It's just like a much brighter, so I can get away with like a smaller setup. This AD200 Pro is a 200 watt second, I believe. It's slightly lower than the Profoto, but actually it works just the same. So this is a one-light setup. The other 1-light setup is everything is pretty much the same, other than the light is different. And the reason for that is because I use a slightly larger softbox. It's a 1x3 strip box. Let me show you right now. So let me put these light away. So everything is pretty much the same, other than the light I changed to the Profoto B10. This is going to be 250 watt second light, and then it's still going to fit in this shoulder bag. The softbox is right here. It is a 1x3 strip box. This is a 1-light setup. What's the difference between the previous one and this one? The previous one is very good for sunny day, everything. The silver beauty dish is super bright. It competes sun easily. That's the first thing. The second thing is in terms of light quality, the light coming from the silver beauty dish is more crisp. It's better match the sunlight. And I have a video using a silver beauty dish outdoor, and then actually I'll put a link on the description below. If you're interested, you can check it out, like how I use a silver beauty dish shooting on a sunny day. But when I'm shooting on an overcasting day, things will be different. I need something because ambient light change is much softer, so I need something to match the quality of that light, and still can pack in still in a small size. I found a 1x3 strip box is the best choice for me. I've been using this for many years. I really love strip box. I posted a video about how to use a strip box, I think back in 2017. I still love it. This is exactly the same saw box that I used back in 7 years ago. I'm still using the same saw box. And this thing can easily just pack into here. I can just do this. And then this strap, put it on, and then this will be my lighting setup. I didn't put the strap here because I just think, gotta keep this desk more, organized. Yeah, but this will be the 1-light setup plus the light stand right here. this the light stand, and that's it. This is the setup, just like a solo shooting, and you're good to go. So this is what I normally pack for one light setup, and I just use a shoulder bag with one light. The modifier, either 1x3 softbox or 12 inches Silver Beauty dish. And next, what I'm going to show you, what do I pack when I'm shooting with video light on location. Okay, the sun is definitely playing with us. It's like cloudy and sunny, so I have to keep adjusting, the setup a little bit, and I hope it's not a big problem. Okay, now let's take a look at the next lighting setup. This is the video, when I'm shooting outdoor using the video light. I've been using video light for quite a bit, like 3 years, something like that. Thanks for Zhiyun. They provide these lights for me to do testing, and then actually I really like them. They're quite capable, and then I try many different types of video light, and then from like 15 watts to 400 watts. But actually for outdoor shoot, I think the best will be something between 50 to 100 watts. So I choose these two lights. This is a 100 watt RGB. This is a 60 watt RGB. So basically, my recommendation is you don't need RGB. Actually, just as long as bicolor, you're fine. As long as it allows you to adjust the color temperature. Usually the range, this is a little bit higher. I think it goes up to 8,000 K or even higher, 9,000 from 2,300 or something. I'm not quite sure. I gotta double check. But like a normal range is 2,700 to I think 6,800 K, and as long as you're within that range, it will be okay, which allow you to deal with many different lighting conditions. When you're shooting with a video light, I don't use these lights for lighting condition like right now. It's like super bright under the sun. I don't do that because these lights, they're not strong enough to compete with the sun yet, unless you put the light super close to your subject, and it gotta be too bright, and people not gonna like it. It's just too harsh for their eyes. So that's the lights, and then for the light modifier, I just use the light modifier that's come with it. This is come with one of Zhiyun's 60 watt light. This is only like a 7 inches, 8 inches light modifier softbox. It's quite small. You can see this is like a very small light softbox, but it's very easy to set up, and it's very easy. You can easily fit in the camera bag. This is the other one that comes with this 100 watt light. This softbox is slightly bigger. This one is 12 inches diameter, and then again, yeah, it takes slightly longer time to set it up, but still it's pretty easy. So this is so basically I use the two lighting setup. The idea is exactly the same as the very first lighting setup that I show you guys with two Profoto B10. This is exactly the same idea. Basically like two softbox, one at the top, one at the bottom, and then attached to these two lights. And yeah, and then the light stand I use exactly the same light stand I show you with the GoPro, which is, where is it? Let me find it. Right here. So this is the light stand I use with the video light. Because the fact the video light is so small, so lightweight, the softbox so small, I can confidently just use this light stand for the video light. So what I did is just attach the same way as I attached to a GoPro, and just attach this to the bottom, this Zhiyun X60 RGB, and then open up the bottom. And this light can go very, very tall, like 1.7 meters. And then of course allow you to adjust the angle up and down like this. And then attach the softbox. So this is with softbox attached. And then this thing can go very long. Let me just put on the ground. So I can adjust the size of this softbox, and then I can easily tilt it up and down, and it's easily for solo work and photo shoot. And of course, this I cannot attach two different lights on the same light stand. It's just the way it designed this light stand is just not making it super convenient for me. But the fact this light stand is so tiny, it's so lightweight, I just got two of these, and then one attached to each light. And everything with these will easily fit in this shoulder bag. I use the same shoulder bag for the two light setup using video light. For this lighting setup, normally what I do is when I'm shooting between blue hours or sometimes golden hours or during the night, this light will be super good for that. But the key thing is You still need some ambient to blend with. If the ambient is too dark, you really need to use the light to overpower the whole thing. I can still get away with these two lights, but I just need a larger modifier. So what modifier will be used? If that's the case, I'm just gonna bring 2 umbrellas. So these are the setup that I use when I actually use the lighting when I'm shooting outdoor. But I also do street photography. When I do street photography, it's a different camera bag. Again, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is a camera bag that I use when I travel, when I do street photography, when using light is not, practical. So this will be the one that I use. So this is the Peak Design 3-liter everyday sling 3-liter. This is the smallest sling bag that Peak Design made. But this bag is a perfect fit for my camera lens. So, well, this applied to me is because I use a manual focusing because the lens is very tiny. It can get away with a very small light bag, camera sling bag. But if you do use let's say those are like autofocusing lens or like fast autofocusing lens, the lens could be quite big. So you probably have to use a bigger size. I think that they also have 6 liters and 10 liters. That's probably the bag you're gonna go with, but for me, I'm perfectly fine with the smallest one. I can just easily fit in my camera in there. And then over here, there's another section divider over here, so I have the camera, I have my battery in there, and then I can just put a camera lens in here as well, and then everything just perfectly fit in one bag. The thing I like the sling bag is because it's just a quick, you can easily access to your camera, and then you can easily put them away, and then it works just like a shoulder bag, but you can just quickly sling to the front and open it up, everything. And the front pouch allow me to put the camera strap, everything in there. Or if I do need a tripod, I can use these things. Use this to attach the bottom, and then I can put a little travel tripod in there. I almost never use tripod, but there's an exception. So when I shoot video, I need a tripod. I have a travel tripod. I just attach at the bottom right here, and then that's everything I carry when I travel. Well, I shouldn't say that because when I travel, I do pack a lot of other stuff because sometimes I need to shoot with a flash. Actually, I have another trip coming up, going to Havana, and then I plan to just walk on the street, find people, and then take photo for them. So I definitely gonna use a flash. This won't be the thing, but if I do street photography, I walk in, outside, and then trying to be sneaky, make sure nobody see me, and taking photos of people, and then this will be the camera bag that will be carried. Okay, thank you so much. This is everything that I want to show you guys. Seems like my setup is getting more complicated, but I think it makes sense because depends on the job, and then I need bring different type of gear. And when I bring different type of gear, I use different way to pack them, different light modifiers and the different light stand as well. Anyway, so this is what has been changed in 7 years, and then I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any feedback or anything you would like me to put on my channel, just leave a comment, and I will do the best I can to provide good content for you guys. All right, thank you very much.